Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Game Watch Live. Thanks for joining us. Hope you've all had a good day. Hope you're all well. Looking forward to an interesting game here today. Brighton versus Manchester City. It really is the top of the league game because Man City will go back to the top if they win this one, and Brighton will go into fourth place. So it's all to play for both these teams. Who's the team that's in form at the moment? Well, you'd say it was Brighton, wouldn't you? Man City have lost the last 3 games, which is unusual. Pep's been playing it down and saying it's the first time in 6 or 7 years, and it's nothing to worry about. Well, he's probably right. He is probably right, but with the teams building up around him, we're still giving Arsenal a chance by losing all these games, or they've losing their games as well. Liverpool up there by a point, despite Man City's losses. But that's the way it is so far. It's tight at the top. And when Man City start losing a few games, everybody is very surprised and start saying, have they been found out? And has Pep lost his magic? Oh, I don't think so. I think it's just one of those things. All teams go through it. And this is Man City's time. If they lost this one today, then you might have something to talk about. But I think at the moment, nothing really to worry about. If Man City won this one, we wouldn't be all surprised that Man City would be back at the top. So, just looking at the two teams, we'll start with Brighton first, and they have Verbruggen in goal, and then they have Veltman, Van Heck, Igor Julio, Estupian, Adringa, Hinchelwood, Ayari, Mitoma, Rutte, and then Welbeck, who's in great form at the moment, scoring goals for fun. Man City, well, they have Ederson in goal. Then we have a back four of Lewis, Walker, Simpson, Pudsey, who I can't say I've heard of before, but he's in anyway. So Pep is ringing the changes somewhat by bringing a new lad in, but he must be ready. Gvardiol, and then you have Kovacic in midfield. It's going to be like the defensive midfielder. Then you have Savinho, Foden, Gundogan, Nunes, and then Haaland up front. So that's the two teams as it stands at the moment. Come on, City. I've got a City fan in already. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining us. I mean, even after City have had a bit of a poor start, still think that City are going to win this. But Brighton are no pushovers anymore, are they? They're right up there, and they've got their eye on fourth place if they can win this. So it's all to play for both teams. Bailey's going to watch us to the end. 4-0 to Brighton. Well, I mean, that would be a hell of a game if it was a 4-0. Can't see it somehow, but you just never know, do you? You never know. It'd be a great game for us neutrals. Man City lost so much. Well, it's 3 games, isn't it? And even though you've lost 3 games, Man City, you're only a point off the top. I mean, if you win this one, you're going to go back top. And then no harm done, really. All you've done is just make the league a bit more competitive by keeping the other teams in it still. In my opinion, anyway. So we've already got some of the guys watching, already putting their predictions in. So if you've got a prediction for this game, if you've got a score in mind, let us know. We can all have a good laugh at you. 4-0 to Brighton. It's speculative. I mean, what would the odds be in the bookies for that? A 4-0 to Brighton. If that came up, you'd wish you had a couple of quid on that. My prediction. What would my prediction be? I think it's going to be a tight game. This. I'm actually going for a draw here, for a 1-1 or a 2-2. I think Brighton have got a lot of goals in them. They're difficult to break down. Man City just not in the best of form at the moment. Maybe lacking a bit of confidence. Because of that, am I streaming the Liverpool game? If it's on Sky, but I don't think it is. I think it'll be a BT game, won't it? In which case, no, I won't be doing the Liverpool game. Unfortunately, I wish I was. if you don't want to put a comment in regarding the score, if you've got anything there with regards to the two teams, Simpson Pudsey in the defence. I don't know if he's going to be a full-back. They're talking about having Guardiola as a centre-back today. I don't know. We'll see when we get going. Looking at the two teams and the way that they're going to line up, we'll just have a look at this now. So Brighton are going to play a 4-4-2, pretty straightforward and standard. And Man City are going to play a 4-1-4-1. So Simpson Pudsey is showing here as being left centre half with Guardiola on the left. The commentators were saying that it could be the other way around, that Simpson Pudsey could go out as left full-back and Guardiola will tuck inside. But we'll see. And they've got a very attacking midfield. So they're going for it, aren't they? With Savinho, Foden, Gundogan and Matheus Nunes. They're all attacking them, aren't they? They've got Kovacic as the holding midfielder and, of course, Haaland up front. So you would think that Pep's looking for early goals. Yeah, I can't see a name there. Wee Billy, is it? Yeah, I'm going to stream this game, this Man City Brighton game. If you're going to stay with us, look at the tables as it is at the moment. Man City, well, they've lost the last 3 games, but only one in the league, so it's not doom and gloom there, is it? Brighton drawn and lost the last 2 games. 6 games, drawn 2, lost 2, won 2. Pretty average, isn't it? But they're still up there with 16 points. 19 points will take them above Chelsea into 4th place. If Man City win, then they go on to 26 points, which takes them a point clear of Liverpool until they play tomorrow. So that's the way it is as we see it. Anybody want to go out on a limb and put a score in for this game? I've seen 4-0 to Brighton. Has anybody else got a thought on this? I've gone for a 2-2. Liverpool playing tonight? Yeah, not tomorrow. That's true, isn't it? Yeah, they're playing at 8 o'clock, aren't they? Yeah. And Bailey hopes City wins. Are you a City fan, Billy, or is just you want them to go above Liverpool? Thanks to everyone who has just joined. If you're a follower, thanks for supporting the channel. If you're not, please do consider following or subscribing. If you're on the old YouTube, hit that like button as well, which just excites the algorithm, helps the channel just grow that little bit quicker. With just over 5 minutes to go, we should be getting the teams in the tunnel. Bailey, my team's Leeds, and we won 2-0 today, so not the greatest of performances by Leeds. I did listen along to it, and it wasn't a great performance, but at the end of the day, it's a 2-0 win, and that's what counts at the moment. It's a marathon, not a sprint, the league, isn't it? And a win, no matter which way it comes, is good, especially since Sunderland drew today after being 2-0 up. So we've closed the ground on them there a bit. So just watching the screen there, we've got the teams just coming out into the tunnel. Man City are out there first. Nobody's really wanting to commit to a score. If Bailey's prediction of a 4-0 win, we'll be thanking him and should have got ourselves down to the bookies. Was you, Bailey, when it said 4-0? And Jaden Rees says, come on, Brighton. So we've got a Brighton supporter in. Or maybe he's just a Man United supporter. Anyway, the teams are coming out from the tunnel now, so we won't be long before we get underway. I reckon there'll be a couple of minutes silence as it is Remembrance Weekend, so we're probably going to get a slight delay for the kick-off, but it is important that we celebrate or remember those who lost their lives in the Great Wars. Jaden's is a Spurs fan. Even Spurs are doing well at the moment, aren't they? So I can understand why you want Brighton to win it. I'm just going through the teams as we see it. Danny Welbeck at his age still banging plenty of goals in with Georginio Rutter up there who can create stuff for him. I remember the last game I watched along and Mitoma had a good game, so I'm watching him. He's industrious. He puts himself about. 2-1 to Brighton, says Trent. He's even put the scorers down as Hinshelwood, Welbeck, and then Foden getting a late consolation. Interesting. I reckon Haaland will be kept out of it. It does tend to go through these runs, does Haaland, where he gets good chances and doesn't stick them away. Alfie says 2-1 to Man City. Yeah, it's a good call. Won't be surprised. Two managers shake hands before the game gets started. Like I say, I reckon there'll be the 2 minutes silence for a 0-0 says, come on. 3-1. First goal will be Nunez, says, what was it? Calabeast. Yeah, so no one's lost confidence in City, have they? Because a lot of them are predicting a win for City. Two teams just lining up on the centre circle for the last post, and looks like the two managers are going to lay a poppy wreath as well. Romeo 47, thanks for joining us. Thanks for supporting the channel. Welcome. The two buglers are just coming out onto the pitch now to pay the last post. So when the last post, Haaland for a hat-trick. Wee Billy. And two managers just coming out onto the pitch now with their poppy wreaths. We're going to play the last post, so we'll pay our respects and just stay silent for this. The crowd were immaculately silent while that last post was playing there. It's great to see. Thanks to everyone who's joined us for this live watch along. I hope you're going to enjoy this game. It should be a good one. Two attacking teams. We're expecting goals in this. I can't pick a winner myself. I've gone for a draw. Man City's fourth consecutive away. 3-1 to Brighton, says Romeo. And here we go. Get the branding done right, and then we'll be away. Looks like Guardiola is playing left back, so number 66 is Simpson Pudsey, which is a good name for children in need, which is coming up soon, but they're away on the left of City. Nunez attacking that byline, pulls it back and tries to cut one back, takes a deflection, and Rutter's back helping out. Welbeck. Lewis takes it back and gets it back in midfield again. So Walker gets it out to the right. Into the middle, Kovacic, who will hang around in the middle of the park, the defensive midfielder, just protecting his back four. Walker plays it long. Haaland running for it, but the keeper's out and launches it into the crowd. Quick off his line there, Verbruggen. Thanks for the comment, Bilal. Thanks for joining us. Hope you're going to enjoy this game. Nunez goes to Lewis, just over the halfway line. Comes back to the left. Guardiola is going to go all the way back. Ederson. Alan Smith just describing the City team as an aging team. Bit disrespectful. Ederson has the ball. Lewis is only a young lad. Kovacic goes wide. Back to Ederson. He launches it long down to the left. Nunez gets the header. Hinchelwood. He's got Gundogan away. Foden goes out to the right. Savinho has to go back under pressure. Guardiola has to turn back inside and gives it to Simpson Pudsey and out to Walker. Savinho goes back to Walker supporting him. Kovacic, but they're being forced slowly back at Man City as Brighton push up. Simpson Pudsey has it again. Walker goes out to the right. It's almost picked off, but Savinho is just a bit quicker. And then Hinchelwood makes a tackle from behind. No foul. Hinchelwood again. It's Mitoma, but he's dispossessed eventually. Foden making a run inside. Ball's taken away from him as he tries to lay it off. Comes across. Veltman has to go back. Van Hecke goes across to the left. Igor sold his man short. Danny Welbeck tried to play the return ball, but it was too short. Kovacic picks it up. Welbeck. Gundogan tried to slot Haaland through the middle, but it's picked off. Mitoma coming deep, looking for the ball. It's coming across again. That's Van Hecke who lays it into the middle. It's Rutte looking for a ball down the line, has to turn back inside again. Makes the run, does Rutte, and it's played over the top. But again, Ederson's out there quickly. Plays the ball forward. Gundogan now in midfield. Plenty of time. Goes to Kovacic. And then to Gvardiol. Played into centre. Gundogan again. Nunez gives it to Lewis. City and Liverpool doubles to win. And Liverpool will win the league, says Ryan. Well, they're at the top at the moment, the boss in it, so why not? Kovacic plays the long ball down. Goes all the way through to Verbruggen. Savinho just not quick enough to catch that one up. Van Hecke, he has to go back to Verbruggen as Haaland's just all the Liverpool fans are rooting for Brighton in this game. I'm not surprised. Just played inside. Rutte is taken from behind by Gvardiol. Just waiting to see if there's a booking for Gvardiol. Doesn't look like it. He's up on his feet, is Rutte, so not badly injured, and there's no card shown by the ref. It's played forward. Mitoma's going to close Walker down. Manages to deflect the ball out for a throw to Man City, but gives Brighton a chance to push up and squeeze Man City deep in their own half. Ederson almost closed down. Cool, though, as Rutte was chasing him down. Ball's played into Lewis. He's dispossessed. Ayari has the ball. He lays out to the right-hand side. Adingwa has to go back and across. Adingwa again. He's lost the ball. Lewis. Kovacic almost lost it as he stumbled on the edge of his area, but Gundogan has tied it up to a certain degree. Kovacic gets the ball back, goes across, and then lays the ball up to the right. It's just a bit too far in front of Walker, but he's gathered it in and he's going down the line now. Mitoma faces him up, makes him come inside. Kovacic back to Walker, and it goes to Simpson Pudsey. Nunez now got a chance to go down the line, go around his man if he wants to. It goes back to Gvardiol, to Lewis. Walker gets out to Savinho. He's got a chance to go around his man. He does. He's going to the byline. He's got a chance to pull the ball across, aiming for Haaland, but it's headed away at the near post. Well played by Stupinian. Mitoma wins the throw for Brighton. Savinho actually went round his man very easily there. There was no one hitting that 6-yard box there. No one gambling for City there. Verbruggen under pressure. Goes out to the right. He's lost the ball. He's given it away, but Nunez just couldn't control it. Veltman cleared it. Was he all right?
No, he's not cooking. I don't know what you've done it. He's not cooking at all.
Turn the oven up a bit.
I don't know how to do it.
Foden. Just be back in a few seconds, guys, to check something. So they're not cooking.
Have a look, it's still white.
That's not knowing how hot type this oven is. But keep an eye on it. I've just turned the heat up on the oven up a bit. Sorry about that. Back now. I'll just adjust that. There we go. Yeah, it was. You're right. It's to help the missus. That's more important, isn't it? As well, takes the ball. There's a Veltman slots it forward. Was there an offside? Yes, there was. Yeah, just offside. Ball goes across to the left. Brought down expertly by Nunez. Gives it to Gvardiol. Inside to Haaland. Lays it immediately off to Lewis. Lewis is going to go across to the right. So Savinho on the edge of the box. He puts a left-footed cross in. Not very good one. It skimmed off the bar, but that's not what he's aiming for. I don't know why he didn't just cross it with his right foot. I know he's left-footed, but he's playing on the right, so he must be able to use his right foot. Hinchelwood gets it across. All the way out to the left. He goes back to Van Hecke. Played into the middle to Rutte, under pressure. It's congested in that midfield. He gets out to Hinchelwood, who goes across to the left. Inside. Mitoma with a bit of space. He's got a man to his left. He plays it inside. Jorginho Rutte couldn't keep it, and well, offside by Rutte there, but there was a chance there. Rutte couldn't get the ball under control, but it did actually end up back in the path of Mitoma, and his shot was poor. It was a bad finish. Not that it would have counted, but he would have expected him to at least got a decent shot away. Seen a lot of the ballers, Rutte, though. As you would expect, he does a lot of creative work. Ryan says, got to score early. Brighton got to score early. It'd be good if Brighton did score early and get Man City out of their slumber as Ederson swings out to the right. Savinho can't keep it in. He must have headed it against his defender and actually got the throw. Kovacic gets it inside to Foden. Foden lays it back to Kovacic. He's got a chance in laying Savinho in, and he does. He's in on goal now. Can he score? And it's a great save by Verbruggen. Gets the right hand down low and just manages to deflect it past the far post. Great chance for City, though. Savinho's looked dangerous down that right-hand side. Yeah, spread himself well, did Verbruggen. Corner. Gundogan takes it to the far post. Van Hecker wins the header. It's a good header out. Welbeck tries to hassle them, but the ball bounces Brighton's way and it's eventually cleared to the halfway line for a throw to Man City. Walker to Foden. Walker gets it back. Comes across to Simpson Pudsey. Foden in a bit of space. Gives it to Savinho. He cuts inside on his left foot and then puts a ball across to the left. Nunez is fouled as he comes inside. Free kick given. Pudsey. That's Pudsey, is it? Free kick on the left-hand side. Foden's going to swing a left footer in by the looks of things. And it comes to the back post to Haaland. Well, he managed to get it back in and kept the ball in. Still alive. Goes to Kovacic. He chips one over the top for the run of Foden, but it's cleared away. Oh, yeah, he has to go back. It goes back to Verbruggen. Van Hecker. Van Hecker again is going to drive it forward. It's picked up by Welbeck, but he managed to shrug Lewis off. Guardiola gets his foot in and deflects off Welbeck, and it's a throw. It's a close one. That looked like Haaland may have been just a fraction offside. VAR would have told us, but as it was, it didn't go in. Smell that now, that stuff.
Okay.
It's Pudsey with the ball. Foden comes inside, lost the ball, and he tries to flick it round Foden, and Foden comes away. It's being pulled back, and that'll be a yellow card there. Yeah. Deserved that, does IRE. Can't pull your man back like that. Puts a bit of pressure on him this early in the game. After only 18 minutes, he's on a yellow card. Kovacic goes wide. Savinho is going to take his man on the outside again. Double team that time, lost the ball. Ball's played long across to the right, looking for the run of Welbeck. Lewis Guardiola sort it out between them. Inside to Lewis. Goes back to Pusey. Foden. Under pressure. Gets the ball back. Comes across the defence again. Pusey coming forward into the centre circle. Goes back to Foden. Pressure. Estupiñán forces the ball back. Pusey into Kovacic. Is a young lad, is Pusey, but he's not shying away from the ball. He's wanting it off Edison, which is great to see. Gvardiol lays it out. Nunez hugging the touchline, has to go back inside again to Rico Lewis, and it goes across to Kovacic. Back to Lewis. He's going to go down the line. Back to Nunez again. He has to go back to Pusey. Kovacic. He's got a man out wide. Checks back inside again. I think one of these teams has got to go for it, Ryan, haven't they? A draw is probably not much use to either of them. Brighton are pushing for fourth. Man City are pushing for the top spot. A draw, it doesn't really suit either team. Gvardiol gets that ball away. Savinho challenging for that one. It's given us a Brighton throw, quite rightly too. In fact, maybe a free kick. Van Heck, bit of space in front of him. Going forward down the left-hand side, there's a ball into the box, but it's too far in front, and Ederson comes out and makes a comfortable catch. There's the ball straight back out. Walker. Kovacic comes short for it. There's it inside to Gundogan, and it comes out to the left to Gvardiol. He plays the ball inside, but it's cut out looking for the run of Foden. Tried to slide it through for Rutter, but he was well offside, he could see. Now Haaland's away now, he's in on goal. Is he going to score? And he gets the rebound and puts it in. His first shot was blocked by the keeper, but it bounced high in front of him, and it was a race to be able to put it in the back of the net. And Haaland has, as he usually does. It's only from a yard out, but eventually he's got it in there. And City take the lead. It's a great ball by Kovacic. Yeah, Haaland's well on. Once he gets through there, he goes across Van Hekke to make sure that he can't make the challenge. It's unlucky for Verbruggen. But again, Haaland's on the scoreboard. And he's too powerful there. He's too powerful for Van Hekke. Vital goal. Vital goal for both teams. Well, it's one thing for certain. It was a great pass by Kovacic inside there. And Haaland hanging on the shoulder of the last man like he usually does, and that ball slots through. Once he's between the two defenders and away on goal, they're not going to pull him back. Unless they foul him. Well, he almost did, didn't he? He almost got the ball off the line. It went in off the underside of the bar. But it's one thing they don't want now is to go 2-0 down Brighton, as it could be a long night for them. Savinho under pressure goes back. Walker to Pussy. Guardiola inside to Lewis, showing himself there. Kovacic is robbed, but Lewis tidies up. It goes to Pussy again. Bit of space. Yeah, City are seeing a lot of possession now, aren't they? They're pushing Brighton back. Walker. Savinho. Back to Walker. Pussy plays it inside to Foden. Foden's under pressure, but Man City tidy it up and goes out to Walker on the right-hand side. Savinho lays it inside, gets the 1-2 going, and is away. Gundogan. Foden to Haaland on the edge of the box, goes in on his right foot, and he has the shot. And I think goalkeeper deflected it onto his post and away for a corner. And I was just waiting for Haaland to put that in the back of the net there, even though it was a tight angle. Let's see what happened there. Yeah, almost did go through the keeper's legs. Just got a deflection on it that took it onto the post and away, did Verbruggen. Otherwise, there would have been 2-0 down. Goalkeeper comes flying out as the corner is headed towards goal by Haaland, but he heads it wide. But the goalkeeper was nowhere near that. As Haaland got in front of him, and Haaland should have put that in the back of the net. Just a little glance was all it needed. I think he got underneath it rather than over the top of it. It was being held there by Ego. A lot of that goes on in the box now, doesn't it? It's never punished. Dringer gets it out to the right, comes back inside. There's not much movement up front, and it has to come across to Van Hekke. Ego plays it inside. Mitoma cuts inside. That was laid across to the right-hand side. Veltman comes inside, is obstructed by Nunes, and it's a free kick. I think the Brighton fans wanted a booking there for pulling the man back, but it wasn't quite the same as the earlier one for the Brighton player. Still a free kick. Looking to play it quickly, looking for the run of just Pep backing out of the orders there, but the free kick hasn't been taken yet. Estupian stood over it. He's going to play it. No, he runs over it. And it's played to the back post, and it's a easy catch for Edison. It's a poor one there by Brighton. Nunez plays it back to Kovacic in the middle. Plays it across to Guardiola. He's got Lewis outside of him. Has to turn back under pressure. Goes back to Edison. Haaland and Welbeck to score. That's a good call, that. You've got half your bet in already. Just want Welbeck to the net one now. Walker tries to go down the line, but it's closed down by Mitoma. It's a throw. Don't forget to hit the like button, just helps the channel grow. If you're not a subscriber, please do become a subscriber or a follower. It's much appreciated. The throw comes inside to Foden and then played out to the left. Nunez has to come inside, waits for the support to come to him. It's Gvardiol. He plays it into Puzzi. Gvardiol again. Kovacic gets it out to Nunez. Is he going to take his man on the outside? No, he cuts inside again, gives it to Kovacic. He's got a chance to put a cross in, does he? He hesitated and gives it to Lewis just on the edge of the box. He's forced out again. So Gvardiol. Walker to Puzzi, to Gvardiol. Brighton just trying to put the squeeze on. Ball goes back to the halfway line to Puzzi. And then Walker. Walker's under pressure from Mitoma, but gets the ball away. Gundogan. Savinho cutting in on his left foot, plays the ball into Kovacic. And he has a shot, and it's parried by Verbruggen. It's sat up for Kovacic and hit it on the volley. And I don't know whether Verbruggen saw it late. Looked an easy catch, but he parried it away. Haaland has a shot on the edge of the box. But the ball keeps coming back to Man City, and Brighton can't get hold of it. They're under severe pressure. And Puzzi gives the ball away. But then Walker retrieves the ball. Savinho lost the ball. It comes inside, but Brighton have it deep in their own half. Brighton fans trying to get behind them, trying to get a bit of possession for Van Hecke. It goes into midfield. It's Rutter turns inside, lays it out to the left to Mitoma. Takes it in his stride. He's got a Walker to beat. He cuts inside, plays it to the edge of the box. It's cut out there. And then Foden volleys the ball forward for Haaland to chase. Ego is not strong enough, and Haaland has the ball. Lays it inside. Savinho on his left foot gives it to Foden on the edge of the box. He has a shot. Comes back off Veltman and goes off for a corner. Man City all over him at the moment. If you're going to play a long ball out of defence and hit it to Haaland, he's too big and strong. Holds it up until he gets support, as he did do. The result is a corner. Gundogan's going to take this right-footed in-swinger. Comes in now. Keeper under a bit of pressure, makes a nice catch. Ball's rolled out to Estupiñán. Got a bit of space in front of him. Wait for Mitoma to make the run. Tried to get it through, but it's deflected. Man City pick it up. It's back with Edison. Kovacic goes out to Gvardiol. Brighton trying to put a bit of a squeeze on. Puzzi goes back to Edison. Still with Edison. I'll be careful there. They almost give that ball away. Walker plays it inside. Kovacic. Savinho to Walker. Back to Edison. Edison's going to have to drill this forward, and he does, left-footed. It's a long one, but it's going to go out for a throw to Brighton on the left-hand side, just over the halfway line. Ball's given to Inchelwood. And it goes all the way back to Verbruggen. Hinchelwood has it again. Looking for runners forward, but there wasn't any. It's chipped forward again, but it's headed out by Puzzi. Nunez plays it down the line. Haaland was down the middle. It went down the line. And Brighton come away with it. Hinchelwood plays it long to Mitoma. He's got a chance of running at Walker. He's played it inside. Welbeck has got a chance to it. And it was blocked by the defender. And Estupiñán's follow-up goes wide. Great chance for Welbeck there. Great chance for that bet. Guardiola who got the block. It was a great block as well. It's a VAR check for a handball somewhere. Guardiola makes the block, but he's on the ground. His arm wasn't out. It was in a natural position, and it won't be anything else but a throw. Throw was given to Rutter. Lewis got in front of him. Lewis fouled him, and it becomes a free kick to Man City. Thanks to CY for supporting the channel. Hey, Jack, how are you doing? All right. Thanks for joining us. How's your day been, Jack? All right. Ball goes long. Haaland, but it's picked up by Man City. You've had a good one. That's good to know. Not been a bad game, this one so far, Jack. Thanks for the comments, Romeo. Very kind of you. Your support is appreciated. Lewis is robbed and then brings Welbeck down, and Lewis is going to get a yellow card for that. Welbeck not happy. Giving Lewis a bit of a mouthful there, but the result is it's a free kick on the edge of the box, just outside the D, pretty central. And what can Brighton make of this? I don't think City are going to concede. Well, do you think they're going to concede from this free kick? Estupiñán stood over it. Welbeck stood over it. Edison just lining his wall up, covering the left-hand side. Poor Lewis, says here, CY. Poor Lewis. Be poor Lewis if they concede from this. It's got to be a shot at goal because they can't put a cross in. It's too central. There's no angle. So I'm expecting a shot here. Says Estupiñán. No, he leaves it for Welbeck, who plays it round the post. As Edison scrambling across his goal to the left, but it's not that far wide. It's half a yard wide. It's a decent goal. He got a lot of curl on it. Just set it out a bit wide, I think. Ball goes back to Edison. And it's booted out there. It was getting a bit too tight as Man City try to play the ball out from the back. Brighton just getting themselves back into this game now. Hinchelwood. Yeah, relays it forward. Looking for Rutter, but it's headed out. Savinho trying to win the ball back, but Welbeck and Bitoma between them have sorted it out. Ayari. It's going back and across to Van Hecke. Veltman's wide, but it goes into the middle again. Rutter manages to get a toe in. Hinshelwood plays it back. It goes to Van Hecke again. Haaland's pressing. Run of Mitoma. Looked offside there, but it's too deep. Goes all the way through to Edison. He flicks it forward for Walker. Welbeck on the touchline. Tussling with Savinho. Well, it's given us a throw to Man City. Welbeck don't agree. Just have a look as it's on the line there. Oh, it's not out that. The whole of the ball wasn't over the line. Don't know what the assistant was saying there, but Kovacic in midfield. Gundogan being forced back and has to go back to Edison. Edison plays it out to the right to Walker. Walker nods it inside for Foden. Foden plays it to Savinho, chips it inside. It's only picked up by Hinshelwood. Back to Van Hecke. Welbeck lays it inside. Rutter gets out to Mitoma. Mitoma's on the edge of the box now. He's got a chance to cross it. Rutter was there, but ball was cleared. Haaland gets the ball out to the City left. Man City just slowing it down as Brighton have got a bit of a head of steam on here. Pussy was fouled by Rutter, just pulled back. The free kick's taken and given to Edison. Haaland. Kovacic in midfield. Chips the ball forward to Ford and he was miles offside. And it's eventually given. Stupinian to Igor. A run again from deep. Dingo gets the ball down. Well controlled. Goes to Van Hecke. Hinshelwood plays it to Mitoma on the left touchline. Heads it in field, but it must have gone out and it's given us a throw. Come on, Rutter. I think we've got a Brighton fan here. Rutter there. Man City living dangerously in their own box, but playing out well between them. It goes to Kovacic. So Foden, he turns and goes out to the right. Savinho inside. Lewis, but is fouled, but the advantage is given to Haaland, and Haaland's pulled down. Igor not happy about that. And it's going to be I think it's a yellow card for Igor. I thought it was maybe Welbeck who stood close to the referee, but it was probably the reaction from Igor when he brought Haaland down. "43 minutes gone." It's really has been the majority of the possession has been Man City and the chances, and it's chipped forward again now. It's headed away. Mitoma picks it up. He's under a lot of pressure. Stupinian has been forced backwards. Ball's laid forward. Welbeck lays it back. Van Hecke. Tried to lay it through to Ruto, tried to flick it on. Pussy on the right hand side lays the ball forward, looking for Savinho to run. He's going to get the ball though as it's headed away. Laid it inside to Gundogan, to Foden, back to Gundogan. Mitoma's straight into him, but he shrugs him off and turns again. Still has it. Where's it to Walker? Walker having to go backwards to Pussy. Plays it inside to Lewis. 2 minutes of added time in this first half. So it's really been dominated by Man City. Gundogan back to Walker. Man City just looking to see this first half out. Back to Walker. Kovacic goes all the way back. Foden tries to lay the ball through. Into the last minute of this first half, Van Hecke. Looking for the run forward, but there's not much movement. Ego goes now, but it looks like he was offside, but he's into the box now. Well, he had two men in great position on the edge of the 6-yard box. The offside is eventually given. Veltman's being pushed down, says Hersey. And that'll do it, I would think. I imagine the referee's going to blow as soon as this ball comes back into play from the free kick. Ederson to take it. And there we go, half time. Thanks to Sonny for being a follower. It's great to get your support, guys. Everybody who's followed us so far in this first half of this game, thanks for following us. Thanks for supporting us. Everybody who's watched in. Thanks to Aidan for becoming a follower. Really do appreciate your support, guys. Everybody who's watching. Chance to get your you're welcome, Bilal. No problem. Happy to do it. It's not my job, I just do it because I enjoy it. Thanks for the support, Aidan. That's very nice comments. Do appreciate it all. Thanks to everybody who's watching so far. We do appreciate all your support. If you're a follower, thanks for supporting. If you want to hit that like button on YouTube, become a subscriber. It all helps the channel grow with that bloody algorithm. So, half time, it's 1-0. I don't know what the possession stats will say for Man City, but I would imagine I'll just have a look, see if I can bring the stats up. Match stats for that first half. I would imagine that they're going to be heavily in favour of Man City. And yeah, it's 67% overall possession for Man City. And it's only like that probably because Brighton just got back into the game late on in that first half because they were being dominated right the way through that first half. Shots 9-3 in favour of Man City. Man City 5 on target, Brighton none. Blocked shots 2-1 City's favour. Touches in the box 11 for Man City, 4 for Brighton. Yeah, well again, you know, that's not a surprise, I wouldn't think. 3 corners to 0 in favour of City. So yeah, everything points towards Man City dominating that first half, and probably good value for that 1-0 lead that they have at half time. Scored by Haaland, and could probably have had another one as well. Haaland with a header that he just didn't get above to be able to divert it into the goal. Savinho had a chance that went through the goalkeeper's legs and hit the post. So overall, Man City could have had a 2 or 3-0 lead by now, and the game would probably be out of the reach of Brighton. But as it is, they are still in it. And they did have a chance with Welbeck late in that second half to have equalised. How's your... Just all right? Is that all? That means it's not very good then.
Well, it's all right, but it's something. Inside, isn't it? The puppy.
Well, you're just going to put butter and sugar on it, aren't you?
But what did you copy? What that there?
No. Well, I copied it, yeah, but I didn't have the.
What's the cream that they put it on?
It's a buttercream.
Need buttercream then.
Yeah. City will come stronger in the second half. Yeah, I would imagine that that City will probably come looking for that second goal early in the second half, and then just close the game out. We've seen them do it many, many times before over the years. Just looking at the scores today. If you've only just come in and you don't know the scores, Brentford beat Bournemouth 3-2. Palace went down again. Another loss for Palace. They're in a lot of trouble at the moment. 2-0 to Fulham. West Ham and Everton drew 0-0. Probably decent points for both those teams. I'll accept that because they're both down there. Wolves got a good win against Southampton, who are really struggling at the moment. Liverpool and Villa to come at 8 o'clock. Chill reckons 2-1 to Liverpool. I won't be surprised. Won't be surprised at all. I do favour Liverpool. I think. I don't think Villa are going to score in this game. I think it's going to be a 2 or 3-0. But again, that's just my opinion, and I have been wrong many, many times before. So what's the table look like as it stands at the moment? Well, as it stands at the moment, with Man City winning, they're going to go a point clear of Liverpool, having played this game more. What's it do to Brighton? Well, Brighton are going to stay where they are in ninth position on 16 points. Your bottom three at the moment are Wolves, who won today on 6 points, so they've done their cause a bit of good. Ipswich haven't played, so they're still stuck on 5 points in 19th position with a game in hand on those above. And Southampton are rooted to the bottom with just the 4 points. Leicester in 15th position, they've got a game in hand on 10 points, and if they could win that one, they're going to open quite a handy little gap between themselves and the bottom three. And who would have thought of that, the way that Leicester started off? But that's the way it is. Van Dijk to score a header. 3-1 to Villa. Got that feeling we don't turn up at all. Oh, right. Some confidence for Liverpool. Some You've got your chance to get your comments in regarding this first half that we've seen so far. I think that you'll never walk alone, says Chill. Liverpool hopefully winning to go back to the top. We've got a few Liverpool supporters in today. Joe asks how did City look so far today? Well, just to answer, Chill, my team is Leeds. I'm a Leeds supporter. Joe says, hopefully not very good. Well, to be honest, Joe, they've dominated this first half. They've created 2 or 3 chances. Chill says, underdogs. Cheek. Leeds underdogs. Leeds won today. We're back into second, only 2 points behind Sunderland. Of course, Sheffield United have got a chance to go top tomorrow, but we're right up there. And after only a third of the season gone, we're where we want to be. It's like I was saying earlier, it's not a sprint, this, is it? It's a marathon, and we just want to be in the top position for automatic promotion at the end of the season. How we get there doesn't matter. Yep, Sunderland 2 up and then conceded 2 late on. Oh, we've got a Phil Foden fan. So, having seen what we've seen, Rafinha from Leeds doing great in Barca. He's been banging a few goals in, hasn't he? Can't deny that. And Barca are doing quite well at the moment, aren't they? So, I'm sure he's having a good time of it. Oh, yeah, I saw that. Vinicius Jr. got a hat-trick today. Yeah, what did they win? 5-0 or something, was it? Oh, 4-0, 4-0. Yeah, I knew it was a big score. So what do we think the scores for this this game then? Bearing in mind that Man City are 1-0 ahead and have dominated the game, we would expect that it's going to happen again. I feel bad for Mbappe. Shouldn't have gone to Madrid. I think for Mbappe, he's just got everything, hasn't he? He's got nothing to play for, really, has he? He's won everything except the Champions League. He's rolling in money, absolutely rolling it. He can bury himself in it. And he's got nothing to play for. It means more to other players than the things that do to Mbappe. That's my opinion anyway, for what it's worth. 2-1 to City. Yeah, I think that's a good call. It'd be great if they pulled it back to 1-1 Brighton rather than City's getting the second goal first. Then it becomes a real game then. And that's what we want to see as neutrals. We want to see a good game. Chill says Mbappe should go to Saudi with Ronaldo and Sadio Mane. Well, Mbappe don't need the money, does he? He's a billionaire as it is. He don't need the money don't have to go there. And let's face it, the Saudi league isn't a competitive league, is it? It'd be a step down in, well, more than just one step down in class. It's several steps down. Thanks to all the guys who've become followers. Thanks to the guys who've shared the live, and thanks to all the guys who are commenting. I enjoy chatting about these things while we've got on the TV at the moment is advertisements. It's good to interact, and I enjoy it. If you can join us tomorrow as well for the Chelsea Arsenal game, I think it's 4:30. I'll be live streaming that, so If you want to put that in your diaries for tomorrow and join us again. We shouldn't be far off the teams coming out now. A few more minutes. Thanks to Calbeast13 who's become a follower. Thanks a lot. And Joe Mays thinks that Chelsea are going to end Arsenal. Arsenal are another team who are on a poor run at the moment, aren't they? But are they good enough to come back like what Man City have? I was listening to Talk Sport early in the week, and there were some Arsenal fans were calling for the manager to be sacked. Would you agree? I think it's a bit soon. Just on a poor run out of the Man City. Arsenal, same as Man City. They haven't come through it, can't they? Well, not that far away. Arsenal are going to be 7th in the Premier League. Is that if they lose? I think Arsenal's problem is they haven't got a proper goal scorer, have they? They've wanted one for 2 or 3 seasons and not really sound one. I mean, Havertz isn't a goal scorer, is he? And De Jesus isn't a goal scorer either. They score goals, but they're not 20 a season, are they? Like a Haaland is. Jose Mourinho's going to Arsenal. I was reading in one of the online comments that Mourinho had actually said that his work is unfinished in the Premier League. So what that means, I don't know. Should have brought Tony in. Yeah, I'm surprised they let him go to Saudi. I'm surprised he went there. He's virtually ended his England career and taken a step down. He should have gone to Arsenal. I agree. Yeah, Real Madrid are having a bad time of it at the moment, aren't they? Well, it looks like the game's about to start again shortly. Possible substitution for Brighton. I was just talking to a manager on the Fabian Herzl. He's just talking about pressing City more higher up the pitch to. Or do I think we'll win the Champions League this season? Oof, that's a good one. I still think Man City are favourites for it. I can't turn the volume up for the TV, my friend, because this is going out as a watch along on YouTube as well, and I'll get in bother with YouTube if I put that on. Yeah, I'll get banned off TikTok as well. At least with me doing the commentary over the TikTok, they won't do me for reproducing stuff because I'm adding my twist to it. I think that's why I get allowed to do it. Oh, so IR is coming off, and I think it says it's Belieber who's coming on. Don't know whether that's an injury or just tactical. Belieber, I'll just put that down. Belieber is a substitution for Brighton. Yeah, Adam, yeah, Barca, yeah. I didn't think about them. They're playing real well at the moment, aren't they? Jimmy says it's great to see Birmingham City dropping points. I suppose that encourages the rest of the league to keep going because they've spent a lot of money. So we're underway anyway. Brighton attacking from right to left. They certainly need the next goal. Certainly need the next goal. Verbruggen has it. Hinchelwood comes short for it. Van Heck. Man City have got a high line, but are not pressing from that high line. Comes inside to Mitoma. He goes all the way out to the right. Veltman plays it down the line. Welbeck. It's Dinger. Onto the edge of the box. Veltman chips one high. The keeper comes up for it. I think there was a offside there. A Dinger, but the keeper has it, so the referee's letting things carry on. Birmingham spent over 30 million. Wow. Oh, that goal with the fair play. Just chipped forward. Mitoma brings it down. Walker wins the tussle though. Savinho. Mitoma. Ball goes out for the Brighton throw. It's taken quickly. Looking for Welbeck. It's a throw again. Mitoma plays the ball back. Goes to Stupian and then goes across to Igor. And to go back is not a great deal of movement up front for him. Goes out to the right. Veltman, even he's been forced back as City slowly squeeze the play in the midfield. Goes back to Veltman. Van Hecker again. Haaland in front of him. Veltman again, but he's travelling backwards. Igor. Foden squeezing up on him. Veltman plays it into midfield. Welbeck has the ball at his feet. He's got a chance to run ahead. He has to check back. Baliba goes across to the left-hand side to Mitoma. Walker in front of him. Inside to Hinchelwood. Baliba plays it inside. It's deflected, but he gets the ball back. He's more determined for that ball. Dinger. Played inside to Hinchelwood. Gives it back to Dinger. And then he's fouled on the edge of the box. Well, it looked like he was. The referee's had none of it. Looks like he was body checked. Referee gave nothing, Dinger. Certainly looked like a foul. Welbeck's just asking him, why didn't he give a foul there? Dinger's got up. But he did take a bit of a bounce. Nunez, it should have been. He's ran straight into him as Nunez. Referee giving a drop ball to Brighton. Hinchelwood. Played inside to Mitoma. He's under pressure. Baliba plays it out to the right. It's a good ball if he can bring it under control. Dinger on his left foot now chips one out to the back post. Mitoma. Oh, and he had time, lots of time. He could have brought it down on his chest, and he didn't. He headed it straight into the goalkeeper's arms. All that time, look, bring it down. And he didn't. Chance gone. Oh, it's a foul there. Stupian brings his man down. I think the referee wants to chat with him. Yeah, he's bringing Stupian back. Just a warning, no more. Guardiola goes back. Pussy. Chip forward by Guardiola. Gundogan slips and the ball's taken off him. Van Hecke. Ego goes back to Van Hecke. He plays the ball inside. Ball goes across from Rutter. Mitoma gets it out to the left. Estupiñán steadies himself, puts a cross in. It's a great one to attack. That's a great header by Hinchelwood. Ederson dives to his left and parries it. And it's cleared. And then Lewis is fouled. It's a great effort. Great cross by Estupiñán. And Hinchelwood has got to get it. He got plenty of power behind it, but he had the whole of the goal to aim at. And if he had it back the other way, he just headed it straight up Ederson. And it's a save you'd expect him to make. A couple of yards either side of him, and that's 1-1. Referee's pulling the player back because Hinchelwood's gone down with a shin injury. Thanks to Kamal, who's become a follower. All started from Rutter swinging the ball in from the opposite side. And maybe want to get Rutter on the ball a bit more often. That's a great cross by Estupiñán. And the more you see it, the more you think that Hinchelwood's got a score there. Somebody just said there, can there be a mod? If you leave it till the end of the game, when I've got a chance to, I'll put you in as a mod. I can't do it at the moment because it'll spoil the stream. But thanks for the offer. I'll check that up later. Hinchelwood's looks like he's going to be okay. Referee's going to give the ball back to Ederson. He plays it forward. Pussy. Be careful how you say that. Lewis. Kovacic. Walker on the right. Savinho. Back into Kovacic. He goes round his man and plays the ball inside to Haaland. He's got a man out wide if he wants to, but Haaland does a shot from the edge of the box. It's blocked. And then cleared. But it's picked up again by Pussy. Kovacic comes short for it. Turns in the centre circle, looking for a run. It's got Nunez out right. Gets it to him. Cuts inside on his right foot, lays it to Lewis on the edge of the box. He cuts inside. Man City still have the ball back. Nunez, can he get the ball back? He's won it. Determination by Gundogan. But this cross just trickles into the arms of Verbruggen. He's more determined, was Gundogan there. It's just unfortunate his cross was just deflected off Van Hecke. And that first 10 minutes has flown past. And both teams having chances in this second half. Hopefully we're going to get another one. Haaland's away. He's into the edge of the box on the left-hand side. Now he gets the ball across. Igor just well to clear that one and get it over his own bar. Because he was the one who was playing Haaland on. Savinho, he was trying to find. He got atoned for his mistake for being lazy at the back. Hinchwood's down again. Maybe his race is run today. That right shin injury. Yeah, it's going off his Hinchwood. Matt O'Reilly's coming on for him. Apparently, it's his debut. Big game to come on for. And it's a corner to City on the left-hand side. It's going to be a right-footed in-swinger. Nunez not happy about something. A bit of pushing going on with Van Hecke. Referee is having a couple of words with the pair of them. See it all the time, though. Referee's blown his whistle for this one. Still a lot of pushing going on. And it comes near post one. It's given back to the corner taker by Lewis. It goes to the back post now. It's a good cross at the back post, but there was nobody really attacking. Goes over the heads and away for the goal kick. Man City expecting this shot to be taken short, and they've squeezed right up to the edge of the box. It has been taken short. Haaland walking in to put pressure on Verbruggen. Now they'll start squeezing up, will City? Have they won the ball? No, they've done well here. Rutte plays the ball through the middle, but it's just a bit too far for Kovacic. Has lost the ball back there. And Gundogan goes down under a challenge and the free kick is given. A good ball through there by Rutte. They've got to get him more on the ball because he's the creator in the team. He's going to create the chances for the likes of Welbeck and Baleba, who's started this second half well as coming on as substitute. Walker. Pusey. Looking for a long ball. Goes out to the left. Looking for Nunez, but Adringa gets his foot to it. Goes out for the throw. It's going to be left for Lewis to throw this. Nunez is muscled off it by... It's chipped down the line. Veltman have muscled Nunez off it. Can only put out for a throw, though. Gvardiol to Kovacic. Oh, Guardiol's two-handed it away from himself. And it becomes a throw to Brighton on the right-hand side. Sloppy by Man City there. They can't give Brighton too much encouragement here and let them get back into the game. City have got to kill this off to get the next goal. You would expect that to be the end of the game. But at the moment, Brighton are well in it. They've had it stolen off them. Walker was waiting for the ball to come down to him. It didn't. But Lewis has picked the loose ball up. Nunez cutting inside. Gundogan to Walker, inside to Foden with a bit of space. Goes out to the right to Savinho. Cuts inside on his left foot. He's inside the box. He plays the ball into Haaland, but The defender gets in front of Haaland. Rutter's barged over, looking for the free kick, but it's not given. Man City have the ball again. Out to Walker on this right-hand side. Savinho gives it back to Walker. Goes all the way back to Pussy. To Guardiola, just in the centre circle on the halfway line. City playing the patient build-up game. Pussy has it again, plays it inside. It's flicked on by Gundogan. Lewis picks it up. Nunes back to Guardiola. It's Kovacic in the centre circle. Gets it back from Gundogan. Guardiola comes out to the right. Walker. Savinho has to go backwards. Goes back to Pussy. He lays the ball out to Gundogan. Nunes has made the run and gets the ball and he's going to go past his man to the edge of the box. Can he get it back? Van Heck gets his foot in the way, deflects it away as well, defended by Van Heck. But City have picked the loose ball up again. And Kovacic again to Foden. Savinho with his left foot tries to kill one to the right-hand post and starts it out too wide. It goes wide of that post. Man City seeing a lot of the possession now here. Bit of space here. City dominated and Brighton have got to pick the ball up and just keep a possession of it. Can't keep giving it back to Man City and expect them to do nothing with it. It's played inside to Rutter. Rutter's gone over again, but Mitoma's on the way. His ball through looking for Welbeck was never going to get to him, and it's cleared by Ederson. Van Hecker comes back out with it. Baleba played inside to Rutter, gets the ball back. Stupian's lost control of the ball though. He's looking for the foul and hasn't got it, and Foden comes away. Savinho lays it inside. Gundogan is still battling for it though. O'Reilly's done well there to take the ball away from Gundogan. Still got it in their own box though, going across their own box. Get it out wide to the right. Down the line. Van Heck in the centre. Baleba, left-footed, goes across for the run of Mitoma. He can't quite take it in his stride and it's forced him into the corner, but he's done well to turn. Gets the ball again to Stupinian, another great cross. And Rutter, not known for his heading at the near post, has headed it over the bar. It's twice they've been down on that left-hand side there. Two great crosses by Veltman in this second half that deserved better. No, Stupian, not Veltman, sorry. Adringa goes off. Gruder comes on for Rutter and Joe Pedro comes on for Adringa. So changes. I'm surprised they've taken Rutter off, who's doing as well as anybody up front there. Ederson drives it forward. Haaland gets the flick on. Savinho has got Haaland making a run down his outside. He cuts inside and goes across to the left. Must be Nunes there. He comes inside to Rico Lewis. He plays it inside. Gundogan goes back to Lewis. Across to Pusey. And then Walker outside to Savinho again. Ball's played down the line. The run of Foden. He checks inside and goes back. Walker plays it inside. Kovacic. Nunez. Kovacic again to Walker. Pusey goes out. Guardiola inside to Kovacic. He has to go back to the halfway line. Ball's played to Foden. Gets it out to Walker. Foden again on the right. He's got Savinho with him. Man City just slowed it down a touch. It's given away by Walker though. It's Welbeck. Played inside. It's gone on the outside. Gruder had made the run, but the pass was poor. Still on the edge of the box. Out to the right-hand side though. Gruder again. After turn back, does Veltman. Van Heck. Mitoma. Got a chance to put one to the back post. And he does. And Welbeck didn't expect it to come through over the head of the defender. And it just hits him and rolls back to Ederson. He didn't expect that, didn't Danny Welbeck, and couldn't react in time. Comes over the head of Pusey. Great chance there. And this isn't won by Man City by any means. With 23 minutes to go, they have created a couple of chances this half. And if they keep getting these chances, you expect them to stick one in. Baliba to Mitoma. Ederson's out well. Diving at the feet of Mitoma, whose first touch was just a bit of a heavy one. Give Ederson the chance to get out and close him down and win the ball. But Brighton are creating chances. Ball goes long down the left-hand side. Pedro's in. Pedro, he didn't fancy it, did he? Pulled it wide of that far post, tried to go across Ederson, who came out to narrow the angle. And on his left foot, he's pulled it well wide of that far post. 3 great chances for Brighton in the last 5 or 10 minutes. You've got to think that one of these is going to go in. If it falls to Welbeck, I'm agreeing with Finn. How have they not scored? They've had 3-4 great chances in this second half and haven't put any of them in. Looks like the technology has failed for one of the referee's assistants, and there's going to be a change of batteries and power packs and bionics and whatever else they've got. You've got to think that if Brighton keep getting these chances, they're not going to miss them all. One of them's going to go in. Change of batteries. I'm not missing anything because there's been a change of batteries, power packs, and all the rest of it for one of the linesmen. So play is held up. Thanks to Spartan for being a follower. Welcome to the channel, Spartan. Hope you enjoy the coverage. It's great to have your support today. Checking to see if his mum's wrote his name in the back of his shirt. Making sure he's got the right shirt on. Looks like Gundogan's going off. Bernardo Silva. So what a substitution that is. You take off Gundogan and bring on Bernardo Silva. Looks like the linesman's kitted out with his new USB batteries. We can get underway. It's going to go underway with a goal kick to Man City. Probably going to be a lot of added time at the end of this game, thanks to these stoppages. Brighton have the ball. Stupian's seen a lot of the ball on this left-hand side. Baliba. João Pedro goes central to Van Hecker. He goes out to the right-hand side. Gruder. He's lost the ball though, and Haaland has it. Bernardo Silva plays the ball looking for Foden. Ego heads it back to Verbruggen calmly, who rolls it back out to Van Heck. Danny Welbeck flicks it on, but it's picked up by Lewis, who rolls it back to Ederson. Walker down the line to Foden. He's hitting the back and given a free kick Man City's way. Savinho's going off and De Bruyne's coming on. So another great substitution. Class for class. Walker takes the free kick and goes all the way back to Pusey. Now it's with Ederson. Rico Lewis goes across to Pusey, who's got Walker on his outside. He gives it to Walker. Has to go back inside, looking for De Bruyne, and De Bruyne gets the ball. He plays it down the line to Foden. De Bruyne's made the run ahead of him. Almost got the ball as well. Baliba making a strong run through the middle there, and is obstructed as he made his run. The referee brings it back for a free kick. Baliba certainly had a bit of power and pace into that midfield. Ego. João Pedro. Stupian. Ego gives it to Van Heck. He plays the ball inside for Danny Welbeck. Comes out to Mitoma. Playing an advantage, the referee. João Pedro goes back to Mitoma. Back to João Pedro. It's a bit tight in there and he has to come across the field. Oh, it's a great ball inside. Get the ball across to O'Reilly. His cross is behind Welbeck. It's picked up at the far post though. Van Hecker's going to put a ball in again. Pedro won the header, but it's cleared out by Bernardo Silva. Baliba's taken it off Haaland. Two strong runners there. Baliba the strongest that time. Van Hecker just inside the Man City half. Plays it to Igor. Inside to João Pedro. To Mitoma. João Pedro again. He's tried to go around Foden. Ran the ball out. Throw. Yeah, Ferguson's still at Brighton, but I think he's injured, isn't he? Didn't he play midweek, Ferguson? I think was it one of the cup games he played. I had the commentary, and his name was mentioned, so he was playing. Throw to be taken by Walker on this right-hand side. Taking the time with it, Man City, running the clock down. Just under 14 minutes of normal time left. There's bound to be a bit of added time as Verbruggen has the ball. Van Heck goes across to the right-hand side. Veltman, under pressure, has to turn back inside and gives it to Van Heck. He's striding forward. Goes out to the right touchline. Gruda has to give it back. Baliba got the ball deep in his half. So that's to Igor. Igor plays it down the line. It's cut out by Walker, though. João Pedro has the ball now. Igor again with the ball. Plays it inside to Baliba. He goes back to Igor. Goes across to Van Heck. Bit of space on the right-hand side now for Brighton, but it's switched to the left on the run of Mitoma. It's loads of space into the edge of the box, plays it inside with his right foot, cuts it inside again. Welbeck, it's banging about and it's gone in. It was bouncing around all over the place. It looks like João Pedro's put the loose ball in the back of the net. And it was coming, and Man City have equalised. Man City have conceded the equaliser. João Pedro has scored for Brighton. And it was coming. You could see it coming. Mitoma had so much space on the right-hand side. It was cut out by Pusey. Welbeck got the ball on the penalty spot. It was bouncing around. It ran loose. And João Pedro swung it in with his right foot from about 6 yards out. The Man City defenders were falling over each other, and João Pedro has just took it away from him and slotted it in. I don't think there was any assist given there. The ball was amongst a load of Man City defenders who were falling over each other. He just took it off them and slotted it in. Ireland furious about that concession there. But it's only what Brighton have deserved. They've put the pressure on Man City in this second half. And they've had a lot of chances of Brighton. How is Man City going to react now? De Bruyne has fouled on the right-hand side by Estupiñán. De Bruyne. Silva gives it back to Walker. Kovacic goes across to the left. Skvardiol. Foden has gone to the left-hand side now. Kovacic. Gvardiol again. Looking for something forward, but there's no movement so far. Walker has got De Bruyne out to the right, and he gets it. He has to go back to Walker. De Bruyne is under pressure from Mitoma, goes well back now. Kovacic. Lewis now, running forward. Well, I don't know who he's trying to give it to, Silva or De Bruyne, but it's behind the pair of them, and it goes out for a throw to Brighton. Man City just looking a bit ragged now. Stupinan again. João Pedro. Brighton get the throw. Van Heck to Igor. Goes inside De Bruyne and then sprays it out to the right-hand side. That'll be Veltman. Chipped forward to the run of... that's Danny Welbeck. And he manages to keep it in on the right-hand side and wins the throw. Gruder. Veltman. Back to Van Heck. Comes across to the left. Igor. Stooping and plays it inside to Mitoma. Stooping and again back to Igor. Across to Van Heck. Brighton keeping hold of the ball now. Seeing plenty of the ball. Igor has it again. Baliba plays it inside. Good one-touch football by Brighton. They're through again. And they've scored again. And they've taken the lead. And it's O'Reilly, the substitute was coming. It was beautiful one-touch passing in the midfield. And it opened out in front of him. And O'Reilly went through the gap, took the ball in his stride and slotted it past Edison. And this is a disaster for Man City now. And to be truthful, that was great football. Great football from Brighton. They're easy on the eye of Brighton, and it's superb. Direct through the middle. Enterprising passing, one-touch passing, good running off the ball. And the pace on the ball was perfect to allow the runner, O'Reilly, to come through and then slotted it before Edison could get to him. He slotted it past him with his left foot. It's great play. Great play. And what a turnaround. Who would have expected this? Who would have expected this? Even halfway through this second half, Man City were dominating the possession. Who would have thought this? What a turnaround. Brighton never give up. They've got skill and determination. Baliba, strength, brought down, but no foul given. Kovacic plays it inside. De Bruyne tries to go through, but his pass is blocked. O'Reilly, the goal scorer, is brought down in the centre circle. Foul given. Kovacic not happy. Yeah, the 50-50s are suddenly going Brighton's way, aren't they? Could this be City's fourth loss in a row? When was the last time that happened? Mitoma goes back to Estupinen. He goes back to Igor. He plays it inside. João Pedro leads it out to Mitoma. Full of confidence now, Brighton. They're passing it around nicely. Igor goes all the way back to Verbruggen with just 5 minutes of normal time left. Have City got it in them to come back? Estupinan plays inside to Mitoma. He goes down the line for João Pedro to run onto. He beats Walker to it. Walker holds him up, but João Pedro turns and goes back looking for support. Still has the ball. Is it back to Welbeck, who goes back to Igor? Estupinan back to Igor on the halfway line now. Baliba to Van Heck. It's good passing by Brighton, this, you've got to say. Van Heck, Baliba lays it out to the right. Van Hecker again. Welbeck, deep in his own half, seeing the ball there. Goes away back to Verbruggen. He goes out to the right. It's headed inside. It's picked up by Guardiola, but is forced to play it all the way back to Edison. And then it's rolled out to Pusey. Brighton crowd are in full voice now, right behind the team. And who can blame them? Walker. Kovacic. Rico Lewis. Out to Foden. Foden chipping it forward for the run of Nunez, but he's not going to get there. And in fact, he brings Veltman down, challenging for the ball, right near the corner flag, a foul and a free kick to Brighton. I've still got someone who thinks it's going to be a 2-2. 3-1, Mitoma's going to score. It says, I missed what it says. It'll be 4-1, says Jake. That'll be good with just 2 minutes of normal time to go. Foden coming inside. Direct running at the defence, but loses out to the ball. Veltman taking the chances, letting it run, waiting for his goalkeeper to come out for it. He didn't, and so he's cleared it out for a throw. Trying to shepherd it out. Guardiola now. Nunez chips it inside for the run of De Bruyne. He chips one back to the back post. It's aimed at Haaland, but is beaten to the ball. Pusey leaves it out to Lewis. To De Bruyne again. Tries to play the ball inside to Foden. Foden's got the ball inside the box, looking for a ball back. De Bruyne got a good chance to get him have a shot, and it flashes wide of that right post as Verbruggen is diving across to his right. And how did they allow De Bruyne all that time to pick a spot? Risking it, and when he hit the ball, I expected to see the net bulge. It didn't. Mitoma's going off for Brighton. Jacob Modder is coming on, but Mitoma's had a really good game today and getting a good round of applause from the Brighton crowd. Quite rightly too. Into the last minute of normal time. We just wait to see how much. There's going to be a few minutes. You would expect 4, maybe 5 minutes. We'll see. Goal kick goes long from Verbruggen. It's headed forward in the direction of Haaland, but Welbeck lays it back. It's chipped forward and goes out for a throw on the right-hand side to Brighton. Chance to waste a few more seconds. Wow, 9 minutes. I thought 4 or 5, but 9 minutes. The crowd are not happy with 9 minutes. And surely Man City are going to get one more chance in this 9 minutes. Can Brighton hold them out? At the moment, they're deep in their own half. Ball has gone back to Edison and then comes out to Pusey on the edge of his box on the right-hand side. De Bruyne came short, but he don't get it. Kovacic gets it. Now De Bruyne has it, just on the halfway line. He's looking across to the left, looking for the run of Foden, but it's deflected and goes all the way through to Verbruggen, who waits for Haaland to close him down before he picks the ball up. There was just one stoppage for when Hinchelwood went off, and he went down a couple of times, didn't he? So, but it surely wasn't 9 minutes. But anyway, Kovacic has it now. There's it out to Foden. He has a shot, and it skims left-footed past the far post. He's looking for a deflection there for a corner, but he doesn't get it. No, just dragged it wide, did Foden. Yeah, Brighton have forced their way into this game in the second half, but you've got to say that Man City have took the foot off the gas and allowed Brighton to come at them, and they've taken full advantage of it. Ball goes high down the Man City right-hand side, and it's allowed to bounce out by Pusey for the throw, and then he takes the throw, giving it straight to Ederson. He gives it to Guardiola, and he goes across to Lewis on the left-hand side. He's got Foden in front of him. Surely he's going to give it to Foden. No, he cuts it. Yeah, he does give it to Foden. He has to cut inside. Ball goes across to Walker in the centre circle. He's moving across to the right. Gives it to Silva. Gives it back to Kovacic. Now Gvardiol chips one forward for the run of Nunes. Stupin takes the ball off Nunez and wins a free kick as Nunez brings him down. It's almost on the dead ball line, deep on the left-hand side for Brighton, but Brighton will take a few more seconds out of this game. 3 minutes of the 9 minutes added time gone already. Kovacic has the ball. De Bruyne running across the left-hand side, gives it out to Foden. Foden comes inside again and gives it to Guardiola. Then De Bruyne. Kovacic. Walker in centre midfield goes across to the right to Bernardo Silva. He comes inside on his left foot, puts a cross in. It's headed away to the edge of the box. Picked up by Man City again. Kovacic is giving it away though. João Pedro, who won the ball, is hit it forward, but only to the halfway line where it's picked up. Rico Lewis spreads it out to the right. De Bruyne coming inside. Goes out to the right-hand side again. It's Bernardo Silva. He cuts inside, is held. The referee doesn't give the free kick. Estupiñán. Silva's got up and is trying to put pressure on him. But Ego drives it forward. Header is won by Pusey. Walker picks it up. Kovacic does well to get a bit of space. And then didn't get the ball back from De Bruyne. Brighton are battling for everything now. They're really giving the last bit of effort, best bit of energy they've got to win this game. Gvardiol comes across to the right. Walker inside. Comes out to Silva on the right-hand side. Again, he's going to look to come inside on his left foot. Walker puts a cross in. Oh, and there's a free header there. Gvardiol, who came into the centre of the box, and no one came with him. He had a free header and put it wide of that left-hand post. It's a nice height for him as well to have buried it in the bottom corner, and he didn't. And is that the one chance that Man City were looking for? It's Pusey who has to chase back and give the ball back to Ederson. He's going to get it forward as quick as he can. Well, you would have thought so, but he hasn't. He's coming out of his box with it. With 3 minutes left, I need to get it forward. Pusey still has it, and it's Man City's time they're wasting. Walker's giving it away. Modern to Igor. Estupinian running across the midfield. O'Reilly gets out to the right-hand side. Great play by O'Reilly. Gruber in the box, gives it out to the Baliba. It's a shot from the edge of the box. It was a bit of a scuffed shot. City could break here with Bernardo Silva. It's on his own, but he's still managing to keep hold of it. There's 4 of them round him. And eventually, he gets the free kick. Trying to hurry it as quick as possible. Kovacic gets the ball forward. De Bruyne to Foden. Just on the edge of the box. Gives it back to De Bruyne. He tries to get the ball through to the run of Lewis, but it's blocked and cleared. It goes all the way through to Edison, just short of the halfway line. Less than 2 minutes to go. Kovacic, can they fashion one more chance? De Bruyne. Foden on the left gets a cross in. Goes all the way through to the back of the box where Silva picks it up. Kovacic. De Bruyne tries to lay it inside. It's cleared on here as far as Pusey. Guardiol. Kovacic. Walker. Silva on the right. On his left foot again. Back to Walker. Back to Silva. Nunez was stretching for it. And it's cleared away. Nunez is down and injured. Throws taken. Kovacic. Lewis has to come inside as he's under pressure. Kovacic again. Chips the ball forward to Walker. Walker heads it down and it's headed away. It's only to De Bruyne on the edge of the box. He chips one to the back post. It's headed away. And again, the rebound from Bernardo Silva is headed forward. There's a bit of a scuffle there between Van Hecke and Haaland. Referee's right on top of it and watching. Van Hecke's down holding his face. It's like Van Hecke is. Haaland's going to get a yellow for that. Just pulling at each other's shirt, Van Hecke and Haaland. Haaland didn't really react. Was pulling each other's shirts, but that was as far as it went. And that is time up, apparently. Still going, but you would think this goal kick is going to, this free kick is going to be the end of it. It goes up. It's one. And there goes the full time. And Man City have lost 4 in a row. And who would have thought that? Who would have thought that? They dominated most of that game and yet still came out with a loss. 4 in a row. And Brighton showed a lot of character because they could have been overrun and they weren't. And the substitutes actually scored for Brighton. So you've got to say that the manager did fantastically well. João Pedro and O'Reilly won it late on. Thanks for that, Bill. I'm glad you enjoyed the commentary. You join us tomorrow if you want for the Chelsea-Arsenal game. I can't do the Liverpool game because I think that's on BT Sport and I don't have BT Sport. If it was on Sky, I'd go straight into it, but unfortunately we can't. Thanks to everyone who's followed us today. Your support has been fantastic. I've been overwhelmed by all you guys today. You've really done me proud, and obviously you're going to help the channel immensely. Yeah, the chosen one. I'll put you in as a mod shortly, man, my friend. Just going to wrap all this up first. Thanks to everybody who has watched along today. If you are a subscriber, thanks a lot. Hit the like button and the notification bell so that you're fully informed of all the watch-alongs that we're going to do throughout the season. It's international break now, so it'll be England games. I think it's next Thursday and next Sunday, which I do intend to do. I know it's on terrestrial TV, but if you want to join us and have a bit of a laugh and interaction, a bit of a chat along during the games, then please do join me. The Liverpool game is on BT as far as I know. Let me just take a look. If it's on here. Yeah, as you can see, guys, the Liverpool game is not on Sky, so I can't do it, unfortunately. If I could, I would certainly carry on. So please do become a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, hit the like button, hit the notification bell, just so that you're helping with the channel growth. Just end the stream on YouTube. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your day, everybody on YouTube. Your support has been fantastic. Join us again tomorrow for the game between Arsenal and Chelsea. I think that's about a 4:30 start, but I will put an advertisement out on YouTube. So if you get the notifications, you'll see exactly when we're going to start. Usually about 15 minutes before the game kicks off. But until then, thanks a lot. We'll see you.